Greetings, yogis. Welcome to your meditation practice today. Today I have a really lovely prosperity meditation to share with you. This is a Kundalini meditation, and it's one that I've been practicing for, I'm in the process of practicing it for 40 days in a row. And I'm in the first week and I'm already feeling these amazing effects. And really from my experience and how I understand this meditation is that we're really, we're both activating and awakening our own creative life force energy, right? Our own creativity within ourselves, as well as clearing the channel to receive more prosperity and more blessings from the universe. So it's really powerful stuff. And I want us to first start by tuning in the traditional Kundalini way with the Adi mantra, Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev, Namo, which just helps us to tune in and to create this channel and connection with our own inner guidance and inner wisdom. So go ahead and find a comfy seat. You can feel free to sit up on a meditation cushion or a blanket. Rub your palms together in front of your heart center. Close your eyes and just begin to sit up nice and tall with yourself. Nice and proud, saying a little inward thank you to yourself for being here, for activating this richness inside of you. And then go ahead and slow down the palms. Bring your palms actively to press into one another in Anjali Mudra prayer, bringing the edges of the thumbs right to your heart. The elbows out to the side a little bit. Gentle drawing of the chin down and in for Jalandhara Bandha so that we're lengthening out the back of the neck. Let's take 3 collective breaths here. So inhaling through the nose. And then make an O shape with the mouth and exhale the air out. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Now for the Adi mantra 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev. Breathe in through the nose. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Last one. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep. Hold the breath in for a moment. Squeeze your sit bones. Soften the shoulders down. Open your heart. Take in another sip of air through an O-shaped mouth. And powerfully exhale. Just bring the palms face down on your knees for a moment. Receive the sensation of that tuning in, which is a whole meditation in and of itself. Good. Keep your eyes closed, stay inward. We're just gonna go into a little mini warm up here. So I want you to inhale to reach your arms out wide, spread your fingers wide, draw the heart forward, tailbone back, nice arch through the spine. And then exhale, round the spine, curl in and wrap your arms around you. Give yourself a hug. Inhale to open up here, and then exhale, curl in, give yourself a hug. It's just little spinal flexes. Getting some energy flowing freely up and down the spine. The central column, the central channel. We've been setting the intention here. May I be a clear pillar of light. May I be a clear, open, and loving channel between heaven and earth, earth and heaven. Good, and now inhale, neutral. Reach your arms up. Bring your right hand out to the right. Reach your left arm up and over your left ear, leaning to the right a little bit. And then exhale, swing to the left. Left palm down, right arm up and over. And then inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Feeling free to take it at your own pace, pausing wherever it feels like you need to just pause. And feeling that stretch, that opening through the waist and through the rib cage. Just take it a few more rounds. One more to the right and to the left. And then inhale, press your palms up overhead, reach up, up, up. Squeeze your root lock. And then exhale, fan your arms down. Softening the shoulders. All right, you can feel free to flutter the eyes open. We're gonna go right into our meditation here. So this meditation can be done anywhere from 3 to 11 minutes. And we will be dynamically moving our hands and chanting at the same time. So the chant will be really simple. We'll be chanting HAR, H-A-R, which sounds and is pronounced like HUD, 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 H-U-D. So there's a little flick of the tongue on the roof of the mouth there as we chant HUD, and also a little snapping, right, of that belly in and up as well. So we'll be chanting HUD to a mantra, to a song, and we'll be first bringing our palms face up, and then we'll be meeting here, hitting the pinky sides of the hands, HUD, and then we'll flip our hands and bring the inner arches here of your pointer fingers to touch right thumb under the left. So just check in, right thumb under the left, HUD. So it will be HUD, 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 right about heart level. Okay, so feel free to get on into it, sitting up nice and tall. You can just bring your palms face up in front of you, preparing, closing your eyes. And for this one, your eyes can be 1/10 open, looking down a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and get our timer ready. We're going to do this for 5 minutes today. So go ahead and get started, get in position, and timer will go on now. HUD, 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 HUD. Good, yogis. Palms up. Inhale deep. Hold the breath in. Squeeze your root lock, chin to chest, shoulders down the back, open heart. Receptive. Hold the posture, exhale through the mouth. 2 more, inhale deep. Pulling in abundance, pulling in love. Hold it, receive it. And exhale through the mouth. 1 more, inhale. Squeeze, contain. Being the container. Hold it a little bit longer than you think you can. Take in another sip of air. And powerfully exhale. Bringing your palms either face up on your knees or face down if you need a little bit more grounding at this moment. HAR, HUD, is a mantra for creative life force itself. So when we chant that in this meditation, we're really awakening our own inner HAR. Our everythingness. I'm just taking a couple of moments here to receive the vibrations of the meditation. And to also remind yourself that prosperity doesn't necessarily equate to just money, right? Yes, can be money, but it can also be love, it can be prosperous relationships, it could be spiritual growth, be many things. And go ahead and rub your palms together in front of your heart space. Pressing your palms actively, lovingly into one another, widening the elbows out a bit. We'll end in the Kundalini way with a Sat Nam. Inhale deep. Sat Nam. Prayer to the forehead, a little bow of the head. Equalizing the energy in the head and the heart. Sat Nam. We're all vibrating with our truths together, and it's amazing. I really feel the power of this virtual community. Feel free to like this video if you enjoyed the meditation, and please feel free to share your experiences with this meditation in the comments below. It's a really, really powerful and effective one. So have fun with it. Feel free to practice it for 40 days or however many days you feel called to, and I'll see you next time. Sat Nam.